of awesomeness. I thank God for that opportunity.
Wow. So project manager to styling celebrities. And I mean,
Well, inverse. It started.
yeah,
with,
it was the inverse. But the major thing is that it's all kind of led up to this point.
mm-hmm.
But what I love is that you told us your quote, your success quote, but then you shared a story of how that you put that into action.
Yeah.
Because you just said yes to Anthony
yes.
Hamilton. You know, you weren't so starstruck.
Yeah.
You know, when I started working I used to work for BET Networks.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things they asked me in the interview, they said, you'll come across a lot of celebrities. Would you be starstruck?
Mm-hmm.
And I had a chance to work with Lettucey, several artists. Probably wouldn't even remember me because I'm totally different now. But I was 100 pounds lighter. But working with them was a humbling experience because you were able to see the humanity side of them, and not being starstruck, you were able to make contact. And so that's really imperative, and I think really important, that when you are true to yourself and true to your purpose in life and your gift, you were true to your gift. You didn't deny it. You didn't downplay it. You kept explaining it, but you said yes.
Yeah.
And that yes led you to working with other artists
Yeah.
that, in that moment. So it's pretty amazing.
No, it's phenomenal. It granted me the opportunity to meet people I never thought I would meet, to go places I never thought I'd go, and have experiences that I never thought I would. And so for that alone, I'm forever grateful. So many lessons learned, and I thank God that that's a part of my history now. That's a part of who I am, my makeup as a being. That's ingrained in me. So that was pretty phenomenal.
That's pretty awesome, man. I'm really excited to hear that. So just segue into another part of the questions that I have for you. If you could identify a failure or a challenge or an obstacle in this journey of your dream,
Mm-hmm.
What's so phenomenal, or what's very imperative for these types of conversations, is to hear other dreamers share their obstacles and how they're dealing with them, because other dreamers that are listening may be in that same space, or may be approaching that same space. And so I'd like to hear from people such as yourself. What were the obstacles or challenges or fears that you faced in this journey in this saying yes? It sounds easy.
Yeah.
It sounds so easy, but what were some of the challenges in that?
I think a lot of the challenges for me were all mental. They were mental challenges of fear that I think is kind of what has kind of kept me from maybe starting things that I should have earlier in life. I without sounding crass or anything, I've always been accustomed to a certain type of lifestyle. And the fear of going out on my own and being my own boss and being,
the lifestyle of having a nanny, because Margaret.
Okay. All right. This has been fun. Thank you for having
joking,
me.
But how many? Okay. Go ahead.
But no. So, just that, what if, I don't have the clientele I need to, or have the business that I need to sustain, what I'm accustomed to. But again, the beauty in that is, okay, what if you don't get the clientele that you need to sustain the lifestyle that you're accustomed to? Learn a new lifestyle. And I think I've come to have such an appreciation for that. You're not always going to be as busy as you are at other times. And in those downtimes, it gives you the opportunity to plan for your next step. I had to learn that, it's going to be ups and it's going to be down, but there's a beauty in each one of those, the ups and the downs, and that in between time. My favorite book, which is I think very mainstream now, but by Dr. Seuss, "Oh, the Places You'll Go." It really is.
Oh, the places you go.
Oh, the places you'll go, because that's kind of how I approach life. And when I look back at life and the places I've been, it's like, wow, life happens so quickly. And for that to continue that way, and for you to get the best out of it, you have to say yes, and you have to accept life for what it is in that moment. But I reference that book because there's a certain part in it that it talks about the waiting place, and it's it's a scary place. You see other people moving and going and reaching new heights and soaring and everything else like that, but there you are just waiting, and you're trying different things and you're wanting different things to work out, but it's not necessarily happening in that moment. But again, I use this word a lot. There's a beauty in that waiting place because it gives you the opportunity to know yourself, to grow. There might be something you can learn from watching these other people soar. There's something that you can learn from not soaring yourself in that moment. There may be work that you need to do, or it might not be your moment yet. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. And that's why I'm so excited about this career now, because I know this is when it's supposed to be happening. I know I'm on the brink of something even larger, but just this learning stage is amazing, and I'm enjoying that. And so, just times in which that you don't know necessarily what's going to happen next, and you are fearful of, where is the next project going to come from? I need the budget to be about this to sustain and everything. Let that stuff go. You learn to adjust, and you learn to balance everything that you need to so that you can be okay for a while. Project management, and like I said again, everything happens the way it's supposed to. Being with celebrities and everything taught me the world. It developed my palate. I got to visit different countries and everything to learn textures and colors and everything else like that. Being a project manager taught me business. And so the combination of those two has been what's been successful for me in that sense. Knowing how to market myself, knowing how to control and balance my finances and everything for the business, and then also pay myself adequately and everything else like that, while saving, and then insurance policies and everything else like that. The combination of everything God has presented to me career-wise has made for the perfect moment right now.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. And I said that word interchangeably in this conversation, but everything that you're saying is really amazing. And to know that there's a Dr. Seuss book that really is profound. And as you were talking, I went and looked it up. All the places you'll go. I'll definitely have to read that. But someone once said that it's having the innocence or the faith of a child is what causes us to really tap into our dreams, because children are not necessarily gullible. They're not exposed to the disappointments of the world, which causes us to lack trust or the faith to see something. Example, children. They say children are pretty amazing and have some creative imaginations. You remember being a child, believing in the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus, and as a kid, I remember that when I did believe in Santa Claus, I just believed that he would come in the house and bring me gifts, and we didn't even have a chimney.
How?
I never asked how. It wasn't until I got older. The point that I'm making is that when we become more aware and older, we become aware, cognizant, or conscious of the how.
Yeah.
And so it's amazing that in this particular book, and just how you're saying yes, and just allowing yourself to enjoy every journey and place that you're in, says that you are not confined to the circumstances of life. You're not confined to your challenges. And so that's pretty amazing. So what would be your aha moment that you realized from being celebrity stylist to project manager to now interior designer, stylist extraordinaire?
That's a lot of titles.
It's who you are. What was your aha moment to say that this is the path or the business? Like, I don't see you getting back into project management. I see you continue, you're building this firm and this agency. So what was the aha moment for you to say yes to the agency?
To pursuing what it was I needed to be doing? I think it was being pushed out there to do that, because once I left the company that I was with that had the reorg and everything, I went to another company and, doing similar stuff, project management as well. And again, good money, but I was miserable. Life is literally this big, and you are only given so many number of days to do what it is that you're supposed to do within that life. And I know my prayer once I got old enough to know what I wanted out of life, or thought I knew what I wanted out of life, my prayer was always, I don't want to miss my calling. I don't want to go so far in life that I miss the purpose of me being here. And so I'll always pray, what's my purpose on this earth? What am I supposed to do? And I think once I was in that position and it was just like everything was just not working, it was just ill-fitting and everything. And that just goes back to styling and clothing. When something doesn't fit, take it off. Get rid of it.
Okay.
It's not for you. It's not going to present you in the best light. Light is not going to, grow you as a person. It's not going to, it doesn't do anything for you. And so that position, it was just ill-fitting at that time. And it was just kind of like, all right, it's either now or never, I'm on the brink of going into a new decade of my life here pretty soon. Well, not pretty soon. We have a while, but a couple of months. But, it's when. When are you going to do this and stuff like that? So it was kind of that push that I needed to say enough, it's time to go ahead and make this happen. And again, it was scary and it's still scary, but that fear and that not knowing what's next, that unexpectancy, is scary, but it's fun at the same time.
So it's like that fear and anxiety turns into adrenaline.
Yeah.
That says, keep going. Oh, I wonder what's on the other side of this.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I've been, and in the challenges that I've been at now. It's like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I am so ready for what's next to come.
And it sounds like you're in that place of yes.
That place of yes. So I'm not at all interested in trying to figure it out as much as I'm just,
preparing yourself,
preparing myself, and
being the best you that you can be when that opportunity comes.
That's it.
Yeah.
And taking all of my past life experiences, I say past life, but those past experiences to make myself better.
I agree.
And to prepare, it's like I'm calling on the BET experience and calling on the finance experience and the nonprofit world experience so that I'm able to adapt to what I need to adapt to for my dream.
Absolutely.
So, if you could tell us a little bit of what is exciting about Gearld Omar's business today, the agency today. What are you doing exciting today? What can we look forward to hear more about soon?
There's so many different things that's up in the air right now, and that's been we're just kind of funneling through everything that we need to. Like I said, the excitement exploded and it came out of nowhere, and it's just me and a small team that I have that's executing all of these projects. And so a lot of planning, and that's when I'm so excited to have a background in project management, just to know how to plan this stuff out, because you're right, we are booked. We're booked throughout the third quarter of next year, and so for that, it's a lot that goes into making sure that we keep each client happy and that we're progressing, that we're growing. On the table right now, we have a few different things. There is a high-rise that is about to begin construction in Raleigh, and they reached out to me, and they are wanting to kind of partner for their, common spaces and everything like that, so that they can, make the best of the spaces that they have and presentable for people and everything like that. So we've been working with their team to kind of come up with a plan of what we want to do. So that's extremely exciting. We're also looking at different products for actual Gearld Omar brand. And so there's a few ideas that we have right now that are being explored. We are looking at some interior design elements that will start carrying the Gearld Omar name. And I'm very excited about that. There's a lot of time that goes into that, because if it's going to have your name on it, you want it to be the best possible product that it can be. And so we're just working through getting all the kinks together for that. But the materials that we're going to release with that is going to be phenomenal, and I'm absolutely excited about that. And so there's a combination of some reels that's been put together for some pitches for different shows and everything that's happening as well. It's a lot. It's a lot of things that's being juggled in the air right now, but it's all really, really, really exciting. And so I'm excited about the next step of GearldOmar.com. I think what keeps me so excited about it, because I will be completely transparent with you, I do not enjoy shopping.
Really?
At all.
Now that is like hearing hearing that Patti LaBelle doesn't enjoy singing, or she doesn't enjoy making her cakes.